My name's Olli Lee. I'm here with Coach Page here for our segment, Turning the Page. So, what do you think were the biggest strengths that your players showed on the field this week?
I thought we played really well as a team. It felt like we put all three phases together. That's offense, defense, and special teams. And we were able to get up to an early lead, and the guys just kept playing hard.
Were there any big adjustments you had to make mid-game?
Well, with Penn's Manor, you always have to be very detail-oriented because the way they do things offensively and defensively. So we put a lot of time into that this week. We were able to slow down their running game, which is what they want to do. And from there, once we got a lead, then we kind of made them a little more one-dimensional.
Do you think there were any players this week that really just stepped up and highlighted themselves in the game?
A lot of them. I mean, we had some good performances. Riley Cobalt got a lot of attention because he caught 5 passes for a couple touchdowns. Our quarterback, Carson Arone, threw the ball well to him and to some other guys, too. Defensively, it was good to have Gabe Ruffner back, who played really well on both sides of the ball. So, I mean, that's just to name a few.
What are some of the strengths for this team coming up this Friday that we're really going to need to look out for?
We're going to need a lot of strengths this week. We're playing the preseason conference favorite with River Valley. They have a lot of players. They're well coached. They've been really on a roll the last couple weeks. Since losing to Cambria Heights the second week, they've scored a lot of points and played very well. So we just have to have a good week and prepare for them. But I think the strengths for our team is that they're starting to come together, play well together, and believe in what they're doing.
Do you think there are a lot of weaknesses we can really take advantage of, like through River Valley's defense or offense?
Not really. Offensively, they've really been clicking. They've run the ball really well, and then they'll lull you to sleep and then throw the ball over top. Defensively, they're very aggressive. But if we continue to improve and practice well and play the way we have, and we even played well against Marion Center at times in a loss, but if we can continue to do those things, we can be competitive with them.
So how do you think the team's energy and focus is going into this game?
I would think it'd be really high. I mean, we had a great performance Friday night. We've got a lot of contributors in that game. We had a lot of success, so you would think that the confidence would be higher. But yeah, you have to temper that with the fact that you don't want to get to a point where you're overconfident, and that's what we always try to work with our guys. So it's just a matter of let's take care of us. Yeah, we have to study them, but let's take care of us and keep getting better.
Do you think there are any players, like bigger players on our team or their team that we really need to watch out for?
Well, with their team, I mean, their quarterback makes it go on offense. He's a good athlete. They have good running backs. Their line is huge. I mean, you're talking about one side of the line is over 300 pounds with their guard and their tackle. We don't have that. We have Big Gabe Ruffner, so he's a guy that may have to stand out because he'll be going up against those guys on both sides of the ball.
How important is this game to the context of the season?
Well, in football, when you only get 9 or 10 games, every week's important. But we know this is important. We know they've been pointing at this game, playfully calling us the school up the road in a Michigan-Ohio State reference, which I thought was great. I like that kind of stuff. So it's important because of the closeness of the schools. For us, really, it's just the next game on the schedule. We're trying to stay in the running with the Heritage Conference, and then we're trying to hopefully get into a position where we could qualify for the District 6 playoffs. So when you're playing a double-A school and they're a big double-A school, if you win, you get more points.
So the defense has really been flying around us and getting to the ball. What do you contribute to that?
Well, I think the kids are tougher than last year because of a lot of them gained experience as a younger player. Our defensive coaching staff has really, I think, broken it down and made it simpler for our guys so that on defense, when you don't have to think, you can react. And I think that's been a little bit more of a plus. But the credit goes to the kids. I mean, you have to be aggressive coming off blocks. You have to be aggressive tackling and pursuing the football. And for the most part, we've done that.
So this past Friday really seemed to be the Cobalt and Cobalt show. What impact do you think those guys have on the overall outcome?
Well, the other night it was pretty clear. Like I said, Riley getting some touchdowns through the air. Gabe had a couple short rushing touchdowns. But The line would be the key there with those guys, and they'd be the first to tell you. We're able to move the football with blocking up front, and makes it easier for Gabe and Connor DeArmond and Carson to run the ball. And then when you throw the ball, we had a couple breakdowns early on with pass protection, but then we got that squared away, and we were able to throw the ball better the remainder of the game.
So Carson seems to be getting more comfortable running the offense as the season has gone along. Do you think he can speak about that?
Yeah, I think it goes back to last year when he was a sophomore, and early on it was tough. Our quarterback situation was kind of unstable. We had Braden Dunn, who was an athlete who really kind of carried us through the first half of the year, and Carson was able to develop. He overcame a minor injury too. And then the second half of the season, he was the starter, and we were able to put Braden back to more of a natural position. I think that time period last year helped him develop, and then he did get bigger, but that nothing takes the place of experience. He had it rough a few games last year, but he also did some good things, and so that experience kind of carried over into this summer, and I think it made the transition a lot easier.
Okay, thank you. I'm actually really looking forward to this Friday.
I am too. Thank you guys very much.